So are you curious about the Puffy lineup of mattresses? Why would you want to get the original Puffy or their upgraded Puffy Luxe Hybrid and their ultra luxurious Puffy Royal Hybrid? Well, we're gonna be talking about that in today's video. Hey, how's it going? This is Owen, I'm Messina.com, and we have our mega review of the lineup of mattresses from the brand Puffy. Puffy is pretty popular overall, and they have a good, better, best model with their original flagship mattress, the original Puffy, their more middle tier mattress, the Puffy Luxe Hybrid, and then their super high-end Puffy Royal. We're gonna have more information about all three beds from Puffy down below in the description, including any discounts we can find to help save you some money on these mattresses. And if you find this video helpful or interesting, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Let's just dive right in by covering the policy info for these beds. This is stuff like shipping, returns, trial periods, and warranties. Now, Puffy did send us out these mattresses for free so we could test them out and tell you about them. But if you get one for yourself, you're gonna start with free bed-in-a-box shipping. The unboxing process is gonna be the exact same for each of these beds from Puffy. The only difference is they're probably gonna differ in weight a decent amount, especially because the two upgraded beds, the Luxe and the Royal, do have coils and they just have more foam, more material. So they're probably gonna be a little bit heavier, might be more difficult to unbox by yourself, but we pretty much always recommend having someone there to help you no matter the mattress, because it just makes the process go a whole lot easier. Once the mattress arrives at your door, that's when your trial period of 101 nights kicks in. The usual online mattress standard is 100 nights. Puffy gives you an extra night. It's not really all that important because you get about 3 months to sleep on the mattress at home to really decide if you like it and it suits your needs. If you decide that it doesn't for whatever reason within the trial window, you can return it and get a full refund. Puffy, like pretty much every brand, will ask that you at least sleep on their mattress for 30 nights before initiating a return. This is just because no matter how nice your new mattress is and how well suited it is to your body, it can take a little bit of time for your body to adjust to it and start getting good sleep. So just keep that in mind. If you immediately get it and you want to return it, you might have to wait a little while. But most people don't wind up returning the mattress, and if you do decide to keep it, you're looking at a lifetime warranty with all three. So that's all the policy stuff for Puffy. We'll try and link more information down below in the description, including the warranty stuff. Usually when a brand says their warranty is lifetime, it means you get a lot of protection in the first 10 years, and then it kind of tapers off after that. But these policies probably aren't the reason you're interested in the mattresses themselves. You want to know what they're made of, how they feel, how soft and firm they are, and how much they cost. And let's just start by talking about the original Puffy mattress, their flagship bed. So this is a 3-layer all-foam mattress. On their website, they like to call it 5 layers, but they're counting the bottom cover and the top cover as layers, which when you're talking about construction, that's really not all that important. We're talking about the foam layers inside. So you have a dense layer of support foam that's about 6 inches thick at the very bottom. And then above that, you have a 2-inch thick layer of what they call climate comfort foam. This acts more as a transition layer. And then you have the primary comfort layer of the Puffy mattress, which they call cooling cloud foam. Now, I don't really put a lot of stock in the fancy names they give to these foams. It's really more about how they behave. And the transition layer is more responsive, which means when you relieve pressure from it, it sort of snaps back into its shape much more quickly. Then the top layer acts like a bit more of a responsive version of a classic memory foam. So overall, the Puffy mattress adds up to more of a neutral feel overall. And when we say neutral, it means it doesn't really have a distinctive feel one way or the other. Even though that top layer does behave like a memory foam, it's sort of balanced out by the transition layer underneath. So you don't really get as much of that dense sink-in feel you might be expecting from a memory foam. It's just kind of soft and neutral overall. And I think the vast majority of sleepers out there will think it's pretty comfy. And this makes quite a bit of sense for their flagship mattress to have a generally accommodating feel. There's a lot of sleepers out there who do love the feel of a traditional memory foam, and there's quite a few who don't. But the vast majority of sleepers out there will either like a soft foam feel like this or at least be able to get by on it. When it comes to firmness, the original Puffy we have rated at around a flat medium on our firmness scale, which means it should be generally pretty accommodating for all sleeper types, back, stomach, side, and combination. When it comes to pricing, this is obviously going to be the most affordable mattress from Puffy. And Puffy is one of those brands that sets their MSRPs really high and then offers steep discounts. On their website, they usually say that the sale's ending soon, you gotta act now. Don't really put any stock into that. They run sales pretty much year round. Make sure you look down below in the description for what's current on Puffy. And right now, when you're factoring in discounts, you should be able to get a queen size original Puffy mattress for around $1,050. And right now, they're also including some free sheets and pillows with the mattress purchase, which is always nice. You can kind of upgrade your whole sleeping setup in one purchase. So overall, the original Puffy mattress is just kind of your classic 3-layer all-foam mattress with an accommodating feel and firmness, which is pretty standard for a lot of brands' flagship mattress. I think a lot of people will enjoy it. Let's move over to the Puffy Luxe Hybrid mattress, which is a much more specialized type of bed. And in the past, you actually had the option to get this in an all-foam version or a hybrid version, but they felt the hybrid was just more popular, so it only comes with pocketed coils these days. Pocketed coils are pretty much superior to traditional inner springs in almost every way. They give you virtually the same level of support, and they're much better isolating motion because instead of being one big interconnected unit, they're actually individually wrapped and then lightly woven together, so they're not gonna get as much motion transferring through the mattress on a pocketed coil mattress as opposed to a classic inner spring mattress. The vast majority of hybrid beds these days use pocketed coils as opposed to inner springs for that very reason. We pretty much always recommend if you're a heavier person, about 220 pounds or more, to get a coil mattress like this because coils will provide you with a bit more long-term support and durability. Aside from the coils in this mattress, there's actually a few differences between the construction of this and the original Puffy. First of all, it's quite a bit thicker and it includes an additional layer of foam. So you still get that 2-inch thick transition layer above the support layer, but then you get basically 2 different layers of comfort foam that are thicker than the original Puffy mattress. This means that the Puffy Luxe Hybrid is gonna have more of that memory foam feel, especially in comparison to the original. So you're gonna be getting more of that sink-in quality, it will conform to your body's shape, and it will be a little bit slower to respond when you relieve pressure from it. Although the transition layer and the coils underneath make it more of a responsive memory foam feel overall, especially in comparison to something like Nectar or Tempur-Pedic, but you'll definitely notice more of that memory foam feel on this bed, especially in comparison to the original. And in our testing, we found the Puffy Luxe Hybrid to be quite a bit softer than the original Puffy mattress. We rated it at around a flat medium soft, which means it's gonna provide you with a ton of pressure relief and be a really nice option for strict side sleepers. In general, if you like to sleep on your side, you will be seeking out a softer mattress like this because it'll really help cradle those pressure points like your hips and your shoulders. If you are a side sleeper and you're sleeping on a bed that's too firm for you, odds are over time you might develop some hip and shoulder pain. If you've ever been camping before and you slept on a thin air mattress or a sleeping pad or something like that, there's a good chance you've woken up in the middle of the night feeling a lot of pain in those hips and shoulders, and then you need to rotate to your other side, and then you're only able to sleep for a couple hours. So this is a pretty solid guideline if you're shopping for a new mattress. It's not necessarily a hard and fast rule. Personally, I'm a primary side sleeper who spends probably 75% of the time on either side, and then maybe the rest of the time on my back. And I would prefer a softer mattress like this, maybe a hair firmer, just for that time I spend on my back. After you factor in discounts, you're looking at about $1,500 for a queen size Puffy Luxe, which makes it very competitively priced with a lot of other really nice mattresses in my opinion. Let's move on to the Puffy Royal Hybrid, which is the best in their good, better, best model. When it comes to price, it's gonna be significantly more expensive than the original Puffy and even the Puffy Luxe Hybrid. You're looking at about $2,400 after factoring in discounts, which makes it much more premiumly priced. The biggest differences between the Puffy Royal Hybrid and the Puffy Luxe Hybrid is that it has a zone support design. There's actually a layer of foam inside that's dedicated to providing you with a zone support design. What that means is that the bed is going to be divided into separate sections with slightly varying levels of firmness. So the center third of the bed is going to be slightly firmer, which is where you carry the majority of your body weight and where you need a bit more support. Then the outer thirds are going to be a little bit softer to provide you with a bit more pressure relief. This is becoming a more common design in a lot of more higher end mattresses, including the higher end beds from Casper, and it's a nice way to help keep your spine in a more neutral alignment no matter what position you sleep in. This is a very subtle difference. I expect that you'll only notice it right when you start laying on the mattress, but as your body adjusts to it, you won't even notice. The other difference between this mattress and the Puffy Luxe Hybrid is going to be that it has more of that neutral feel, more akin to the original Puffy mattress, less of that memory foam feel you find in the Luxe. This is because the second comfort layer they call a reflexive memory foam, which is designed to be more overall responsive in comparison to what you find on the Luxe, so you get just a bit less of that sink-in body contouring quality you expect from a memory foam. So more of a soft neutral feel on the Puffy Royal, more similar to the original Puffy. And when it comes to firmness, we actually found the Puffy Royal to be just a hair firmer than the Puffy Luxe. So we have it between a medium and a medium soft, which in my opinion is probably the most ideal sweet spot for side and combo sleepers. Something like the Puffy Luxe, which is a flat medium soft, is probably most ideal for the strictest of side sleepers. But if you are more of a combination sleeper who favors their side, then something a little bit firmer like this is probably most ideal. But the real question is it worth the price difference? I'm not really sure. I think most people should probably look at the original Puffy mattress and the Puffy Luxe Hybrid mattress first, just because of that big price difference between the Royal and the Luxe. If budget isn't really a huge concern of yours, I think you'll probably really enjoy the Puffy Royal Hybrid. but I think a lot of people out there should probably just save that $900 and go with something like the Luxe because they are quite similar. There is a difference in firmness and feel, but it is a pretty subtle difference. And then you also have the much more affordable option with the Puffy Original. But let us know what you think. Write us down below in the comment section which of these 3 beds from Puffy would you prefer. Let us know. And again, tons of information down below in the description, so be sure to take a look, including any discounts we can find. Mattress brands do like to change their pricing structures around occasionally, so all these prices I talked about are as of recording this video, but we watch these prices constantly and Puffy has been pretty consistent, so hopefully that doesn't change. If you found this video helpful or interesting, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. But that's gonna do it for me. This is Owen with Scene at Home. I'll see you in the next one.